finally stopped working.
So,
And we're
one thing I
live.
we want to know, we're live, boys,
Live from New
and
York.
betting on balls.
It's betting on balls.
Live from on Saturday night,
Here
on
we are.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. I think we're the only show that does Sunday morning stuff. Everyone else does their stuff like, Thursday, I think, is the normal day. But I don't know.
Barstool,
Shit happens over the
I
weekend.
think Barstool does a show with Deion Sanders
Oh, that's dope.
on Sunday mornings. It's one of the best, and it's just about sports betting too. They're literally like that's our main competition.
Dude, there's a
Um,
lot of good content out there. I love it. Like, it's amazing. I watch these shows.
those guys are great.
I watch these shows all the time. I haven't seen the one with Deion Sanders yet. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Cool. It looks like our volumes are fixed this week. So, yeah,
Good.
here we are. Week what, 12 or 13 or whatever.
It is. So Cincinnati is going to be an interesting game. There's a lot of key injuries in this game. And I'm not saying that Cincinnati can't win with what's there, but Joe Mixon is out.
Uh-oh.
Just flat out. And so is Jamar Chase. And so to me, Tyler Boyd should have a monster. T. Higgins should have a monster. But that's assuming that they can sustain rushing the ball. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. And Tennessee is going to run the ball.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. It could be one of these games where it could be a fantasy gold mine. Just with some of these key injuries, this is just like for the shrewd fantasy football owner getting in on the injuries. I mean, we've done it all year. It's like ambulance chasing.
Oh, well, Tyler Boyd, if you're talking about fantasy on our team, we have Boyd. And right now he's on our bench this week, even though we're already in the playoffs. So week by week, it doesn't even really matter. We're up against Terrapin Soup again, by the way.
Oh, nice. Are there like people playing against us this week? Or
Yeah.
did we get another free win?
No, it looks like he's, I don't know if he set his line, but there's people playing.
Oh, you want to go ahead and share your screen so I can see?
Oh, yeah. I thought I had already done that. Yeah,
It popped up for a second.
I had it on. I'll turn it off and back on again. Screen. Oh, I had it on the wrong screen share, I think. Let's try that one. How's that?
Let's see. Y'all. It's loading. Perfect. Okay.
Sweet.
So, yeah. Had a monster. Oh, it went away again. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I was just fixing the camera.
Yeah. So Josh Allen had a monster on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's really great.
Vikings defense did pretty good, which we just picked them up, so that's good to see.
Oh man, what a game for Elliott too! Really establishing himself as the back there, huh?
Well, actually,
I kind of figured that with Tony Pollard, man.
Pollard has been putting up a ton of points as well. They've actually been splitting it really well.
Splitting it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But they're both putting up, like Pollard had like a 30-plus game. I don't know if it was this game, but I think the game before that. So they're both just doing it. They're fucking killing it. It's amazing to watch. They're like a powerhouse duo.
I mean, I'm not surprised, and the reason being because it's kind of been that way for the last few years where Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott kind of feed off one another. Elliott always tends to get the majority of the targets and the shares there, though, it seems like, to me anyway.
I don't know. I mean, I'm honestly
not necessarily the points. I mean, shit, man. You can do a lot more with less sometimes. Yeah. But just as far as the volume goes, I think they're going to continue to feed Ezekiel Elliott for the time being. They pay him a lot of fucking money, so it makes sense that they would.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Pollard is a little bit more on fire, and it says it here. They sum it up pretty good in this thing. It says Elliott looked fairly quick, but he also looked less explosive than Pollard. And then they go on to say that he's a reliable option for the Cowboy, but he's entirely touchdown dependent.
Yeah.
With Pollard. But so it's like, I'm not upset that we got Elliott. I'm just glad that we got one or the other. I kind of like, I think Pollard sort of seems like he's on the up.
It'll be interesting to see. But it's been the narrative for a while. But is Elliott, Pollard going to kind of edge into that lead role?
But at the same time, Elliott's been consistent. I mean, he's always putting up 15, 16, 17
He's
points.
so consistent.
So
right. It's hard to get away from that.
Yeah. So if I had the option, I would probably take Pollard over Elliott, but we don't have the option. We got Elliott, and that's fine. He's totally good. Like, I'm not upset about that at all.
Well, I mean, I will say this. Consistency versus upside. That's a big thing in fantasy. And going with guys who are consistent, it can typically take you pretty far.
I mean, he got us to the playoffs. Him and Eckler.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, Eckler. Oh, my gosh. He might have left some shrimp on the Barbie or something. You okay, buddy?
That was funny.
What was that?
Yeah. There was a little gremlin at the door.
Little gremlin.
A little gremlin.
Anyways, I'm not too. It really doesn't matter.
You moved that fast, did you?
Yeah, that was quick.
I was fast.
So it really doesn't matter what our line is this week because it doesn't matter if we win or lose this week. So that being said,
we've locked in.
Should we run Julio just to see what happens?
Yeah, Tampa Bay's coming back this week, man.
Yeah, and look,
I have a feeling.
And Cam Akers
is the Browns.
And dude, Cam Akers is coming back too, which is going to be great if he can last through the playoffs. If he establishes his role as their number one running back, this could really, he's been shitting on us all season, but we might actually finally get a break with this guy when it matters.
I picked him up, because an interesting thing about that is they let go of Darrell Henderson. They just dropped him. And so that means to me that Akers is definitely the number one guy there. So I'd assume that you're going to get production out of him. He's a guy that later on in the season, week 16, 17, he could be a guy you want. I don't know who his matchups are that week, those 2 weeks, but he's going to be the lead back for the foreseeable future anyway.
Broncos and Chargers, 16 and 17.
I mean, the Chargers should win this game. But that being said, they're being coached somewhat suspect at the moment. And
also the Chargers,
their defense is not playing very well.
Yeah, and they also allow a lot of points on the run game, especially up the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
that's a big weakness, man.
Yeah.
When teams can run right up the gut on you like that, that's never good. That doesn't bode well for the defense, and they're not playing well. They don't look good.
So again, our line doesn't matter this week. However, I gotta ask you, between the two, and it's funny because they're literally going against each other. Who's going to do better? This is it going to be Amari Cooper or Julio Jones? Who's putting up more points?
Well, probably
Cooper, right?
Cooper, right?
Because he's like their number one. He's the only guy they're going to be throwing to. However, it's gonna be windy.
You would think Cooper.
It's windy and it's gonna be kind of maybe rainy, so they won't be throwing as much.
Oh, well, here's another interesting thing. Another interesting injury. I want a little ambulance like siren that goes off every time I talk about a fucking injury.
I may be going off constantly.
Yeah. It'd be hilarious. there's another key injury today, guys, and that is Leonard Fournette is out.
Oh.
And so this is a slog fest potentially in a rainy day. I don't know what's going to happen here, honestly, man. There could be a lot of turnovers. It could get kind of ugly.
I think that's a good thing that he's out.
Let's look at the forecast.
Because they're kind of phasing Leonard Fournette out anyways. I mean, they relied on him in the first half of the season. He consistently let them down. You know, he hasn't really been putting up any points, and they've been running the ball through these other guys. Yeah, dude.
No, look at it. Look at his points. He did pretty fucking well.
Nah. I'm not liking him. I'm not liking him, and the Bucs ain't liking him, and so who they're moving up
That's true. I think he's just hurt.
No, Rashad.
He's doing really good. No. He's like having a pretty good year.
Nah, it's
done. Like not that bad.
He's done. He's out. Rashad White is their new guy. He's young. He's got legs.
He's a touchdown dependent. Yada fucking yada. I don't know about all that shit, man. I think that's crazy talk, right?
Nah.
Fournette's not just like getting phased out. That's nuts.
Nah, he's done.
I think that's like insane. You're like comparing Leonard Fournette to Darrell Henderson, or Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Right,
like Leonard Fournette is an actually like good football player. Those dudes suck.
Let's look at him. Let's look.
Like I don't think he's been horrible, especially fantasy-wise. He's been fine.
All right, he has a hip injury. They activated Gio Bernard.
Hey, he could have a big game today.
Rashad White's going to handle the bulk of it.
Yeah, he's just hurt.
Let's look at his fantasy points here. What has he been doing?
They did good. He's done well.
He had like 2 good games. And then like 4
serviceable
games.
Yeah, and like I'd say he had 1 awful game.
They can't depend on him. They're moving on. If they want to make it to the playoffs and win this thing, they gotta be realistic. And he ain't doing it. He ain't doing it.
Move on. Cut him.
Yeah.
That's dead. That's dead salary cap.
Dude, so this morning I actually already put some bets in. So if you want to take a look-see at what we got going on, let's see where it starts.
Yeah, I do.
I put a lot in. Right.
You put $100 on the Chargers? Oh no, $1.
No. All right, so I got Green Bay at the Eagles. I picked the under on that, just because I figured that'd be a coin toss, and I hate Green Bay, and the Eagles aren't really looking
coin toss.
Yeah, I mean
the Eagles should annihilate them.
No, I'm talking about the over and the under. The under 46.5. Or over 46.5 is a coin toss bet.
Yeah.
So I just picked the one that, made sense to me. So I picked the under on that.
Under 46, I think that's really reasonable.
Yeah, we'll see. Also got,
A.J. Brown. I love that.
Yep. So this is the way I got an Eagles win to kind of pay out evenly because the Eagles were favored by, I believe, 6.5 points. So rather than take the spread, I just paired it with someone I think might score a touchdown today. So got $1 on that.
I don't know how I feel about that one, the Christian McCaffrey one.
He's one of those guys that I'm just going to keep betting on him until he gets hurt and stops producing.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So
I get that.
We'll see.
My only thing there that concerns me is the fact that they're kind of one-dimensional right now, in the sense that everybody knows that they are going to run the ball through Christian McCaffrey, and the Saints have a pretty decent defense, so they're going to go after him. Now, that I'm not saying that he can't get it done against them, but I don't know. He's just going to become more of a target the better he gets and the better he plays throughout the year.
I'm actually
some guys that doesn't matter, like Derrick Henry. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm excited for this game too. This is going to be an awesome game. The 49ers were actually favored by 8.5 points. And while I do expect them to win this game, I think 8.5.
You think they're going to cover the 8.5?
Yeah, the Saints are going to cover 8.5.
Yeah, I think so too.
So it's funny. I'm kind of playing both sides here. I got Christian McCaffrey to score a touchdown, and then I got the Saints to not lose by 8.5. So we'll see. Kind of an interesting play.
Who's throwing the ball for the Saints these days?
I don't know.
Is it Taysom Hill?
That'd be awesome, but I doubt it. It's been Andy Dalton, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's Andy Dalton.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ugh. I'd just make fuck it. Go with Taysom Hill.
It should be a fun game.
Yeah. Hey, Kelsey's an easy one. Patty Mahomes over 200.
Yeah. This is another one of those.
Fledgling Rams squad. They're going to get blown the fuck out today.
Well, the Chiefs are favored by like 15.5 points on this game.
Sure.
And I believe Stafford.
That's pretty high.
Stafford, I don't think they've. I heard that he might have had like a concussion or something.
Yeah, he's out.
He's out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured the Chiefs would be a slugfest. Kelsey, if that's the case, seems like he will.
It should be a gully whumper.
And 200 was like a pretty low number for Mahomes, so I think this is a pretty reasonable bet. High conviction. I bet 350 on it to win 673. So let's make some money.
673.
Which, by the way, y'all, you're welcome. I mean, I'm just giving away like free picks here.
Free money right here.
No ads. No, we're not asking for money. I'm literally just showing you my bet slip. So
we're betting on balls. That's what we do here.
I got the Cardinals to beat the Chargers.
Yeah, I like that.
They're at home. Chargers ain't really doing it. We'll see. And they were slight underdogs too, so $1 gets you 228. So.
Wait. Okay. Mm-hmm. There are I don't know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, isn't Kyler Murray injured? Ambulance alert! Ambulance alert!
Yeah, we can take a look at the Cardinals lineup here.
Because that's a pretty big deal. I mean, they'd have a harder time winning that game without the quarterback.
Oh, that's Cleveland. Cardinals is Arizona.
Oh, no, he's healthy.
Yeah.
He's healthy as a bloody horse.
Their tight end is out.
Get it, Cardinals. I mean, that's kind of a big deal, but it's not that bad. Chargers defense is soft, man. I think James Conner could have a pretty big day today.
Oh, dude, Marquise Brown is coming back.
No, that could be good for him. It could seriously take some pressure off of DeAndre Hopkins, and that would be awesome for both of them.
Well, I was also just saying that because we have Marquise Brown on our fantasy team too. Kind of interesting.
That is. I don't know. We'll see. This jury's still out on Marquise Brown.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll need all the weapons that we can get come playoffs. So I'm just glad that these guys, Julio, Akers, and Brown have been dragging on us all season. Yet we still have basically a flawless season, and now we have our guys getting healthy for the playoffs. So this is actually looking pretty good.
So I don't know if it's too early to talk strategy for next year, but what do you think about just like going after Tyreek Hill and AJ Green in the first 2 rounds and just riding it out all year with those 2 boys?
I like Hill if we can get him. AJ Green, I'll have to watch. I'll have to watch him.
He tickles my fancy, man. He looks like Julio Jones, but faster.
We'll keep an eye on him. for sure.
I like AJ Green.
But moving on to these free picks. So we got the Cardinals. And I also picked the under on that because I thought 48.5 seemed kind of high. Again, it's one of those coin toss bets. Whatever. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, I will say there's two soft defenses going at one another, and all each one would have to do would be to score 25 points. I could definitely actually see it going over this if the game was to play out like you think it would. I think the Arizona Cardinals defense is a little bit better than what I'm giving it credit for. So I'm with you. I'm taking Arizona too here.
Yeah. And let's see. Moving on, we had the Ravens at the Jaguars. I wasn't really sure what to bet on, so I just picked a guy that might score a touchdown. Mark Andrews seems like a
great player,
likely candidate,
solid guy.
So
he's been a little gimpy this year, but if he's upright and healthy, I think he's going to be fine.
I think it's possible. And who else did I bet on that I've never bet on this year, unless it was way early in the season? Mike Evans. I got Mike Evans to score a touchdown. I know. That's what I said when I placed that bet. But here's what it's going to be, man. It's I know it's a windy game. There's not going to be a lot of balls thrown around or whatever, but it is Tom Brady. He is going to throw the ball. And he doesn't have – and I just think Evans is –
wind speed is 18 miles per hour.
I think it's just going to be a quick –
Let me know that.
It's just going to be a quick shot, dude. I'm telling you, Mike Evans is going to be like a 13-yard.
You're going to be on the 1 yard, the 13-yard line. He just takes a shot, snap at the end zone.
Yeah. He'll like get like a corner shot or like right at the edge of the end zone or whatever. But I think.
I like that.
Mike Evans gonna
maybe he knocks the pylon over.
He's gonna sneak one in.
He reaches for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I like that.
But I don't know. I'm kind of.
I like it.
I'm pulling for the Bucks here. I think this is gonna be a fun game. I think the Browns.
Dude, I'm rooting for the Bucks.
I mean, the Browns absolutely have a chance to win here. I'm taking the Bucks. I think they're the better team. I think their defense hopefully will shut the Browns down. That's my concern is if the Browns are able to slip a couple in the end zone through Amari Cooper, or if Chubb has some spectacular runs, they could really give the Bucks a run for their money. But I think at the end of the day, they just have to get lucky.
You got to worry about, right? Is Nick Chubb.
Speaking of
that being said, Devin White's going to be all over Nick Chubb today. So that'll be, I don't know, man. Well, if anybody can stop the running game, it's definitely Tampa Bay. They're built to.
We'll see. I mean, they've seemed a little bit weaker in the last couple weeks, but their pass defense seems really good.
I'll take Vita fucking Bay and Devin White all day in that matchup, man.
But I do have Nick Chubb to get a touchdown because I think he'll sneak one in too, especially in a run-heavy game such as this. If the Browns are going to score a touchdown,
I'm probably selling Nick Chubb a little short. Nick Chubb is really good.
I mean, again, it'll probably be like a 3-yard, goal line run, but he'll get one in there, I think. All that being said,
if anybody can do it, Nick Chubb can.
All that being said, I picked the under on this, under 43, which I know is a really low number. But, dude, I've been watching Tampa Bay play all year, and I know they stuck at putting up points. And I also know that they have a pretty good defense, and the Browns aren't really the best team either. So I just don't really see a whole lot of points being put up on this game. But that was
would be very cool to see. I agree with you because I think it's more so the Browns than Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is going to score some fucking points today, potentially. If it weren't for the weather, I would go all in on that. I would say that Tampa Bay is going to wreck fucking face today. But the weather's kind of concerning.
Yeah. But that was a low conviction bet because it was so low.
It is at Cleveland. That is a home game at Cleveland is a big deal. So,
yeah,
maybe it'll be low.
So that was it. That's what I did this morning. I just kind of poked around and we'll make some money. I still have some in the bankroll too. If there's any other bets you want to place down.
Well, we've got Raiders at Seattle. That's poised to be a good game. I don't think we talked about that one. And then there are some interesting things about the Chicago game that we can talk about. Most of which is all right. So let's just double check here, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. So Ja'Marr Chase is out today. Okay, so who else is out? Once again, injury alert. Tim with the fucking injury alerts. Ja'Marr Chase is out today. And so is Khalil Herbert. So what does that mean to me for the Bears? Well, it means the Bears are probably going to lose against a very hot Jets team, but they're going to run the fucking ball today. And David Montgomery is going to have a good fucking game today. In fantasy, and if you want to go ahead and throw some bets on David Montgomery, it's a sure thing. I mean, it's the same situation as we saw last year with the Bears. It's about to just be the David Montgomery show because he's all they have. There's nobody else there.
Dude, check out his $1 gets you $1.85 for him to score a touchdown. That seems remarkably high. It's almost 2 for 1.
It's great, right? I mean, but he's their only. I mean, you've got Cole Kmet, I suppose. But other than him, he's the only person left for the Bears. They almost don't have an offense. It's like Montgomery. That's it.
How about $3 to win $5.55? Pop and lock. David Montgomery. That's it, yo.
It's the only one there.
That's money. Look at this. The over-under's 37.5. That's crazy. I kind of feel like taking the over just to take it. You know what I'm saying?
The Jets should almost assuredly win this game. It's a good God. I mean, it's going to get ugly for the Bears today. It's not going to be a pretty game to watch, I don't think. So yeah, another interesting game is the Seattle and fucking Raiders game. Oakland or what city is the Raiders now?
Las Vegas
Los Angeles
Raiders.
Las Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, Seahawks are favored by 4 points. And it looks like a high-scoring game, 47.5.
Well, the Raiders have lost a lot of games, but, I mean, I think this is a winnable game for them.
Sure.
I'm definitely taking the Raiders in this one. That being said, I mean, maybe it's a fun one, you know? Maybe we get some touchdowns in this game.
And $1 gets you $1.76. So look, I'll put $1 on the Raiders outright. That's a good bet right there.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think's going to score for Seattle today?
I'd say DK Metcalf, right?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too.
He's our boy. I'll put $1 on DK.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Playing both sides.
Right.
This 47.5 points. Do you think that's high or low? It seems like a big number.
It seems high. It definitely seems high to me. I'm leaning towards the under, unless we just get this incredibly exciting game, you know. Possible. And I think that there are some playmakers in this game.
Yeah.
And Drew Lock has played so much better than I thought he would this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that just because, like, both of these teams can go off. So
yeah, well, they're seemingly two even teams, so this could be a good one, you know.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah.
Oop.
Is there anything else? The Baltimore-Jacksonville game. I think we took Mark Andrews in that one. Yeah, it's pretty light this week because of all the Thanksgiving stuff, I guess.
I like the
Commanders.
I like the Panthers over the Broncos. $1 to win $1.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
No doubt. I'll take Carolina. They're both two struggling teams, and yeah.
I just think their running game's better.
Falcons are hot.
And they're
Falcons
underdogs
got
here.
good time.
I'll put $1
Yeah,
on the
I like the Falcons here, especially against the Commanders.
Yeah, let's
sure
go.
They can get it against them.
Hell yeah. The Bucks and Browns.
The Bucks and
yeah, but by
Browns.
3.5, I don't know, man. That's a risky play.
I don't know. I think I'd be okay with that.
Well, we do have a running bet going where every time the Bucks win, we get $5. So
yeah,
I'm just cool with keeping that going. I'm not taking them by 3.5 because if they do win this, it could be close.
Maybe. I mean, I still think it'll be by. I don't necessarily see it coming down to a kick, but maybe it will.
We'll see.
14 minus 14
against Miami.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess that's one that I would kind of have to. Shit, man, I don't think I've ever taken a minus 14, but yeah, if I was going to take one, it would be this one.
So do we want to take Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle?
Shall we do? Fuck it. I wish Tyreek Hill was the running bet this year.
So Waddle or Hill for a touchdown?
Hill.
$1.25. Tyreek Hill score touchdown. Easy money.
That's money in the bank, guys.
Yeah.
Go put 100 on.
I mean, dude, if he doesn't score a touchdown this week, we can just double down next week. It's gonna happen eventually.
Oh yeah. So that's an easy one, and I think that's pretty much all the game.
Yeah, we already did the Rams and Chiefs.
Oh no, that's Monday night. It's the Monday night game. God, these are two such terrible. I'm taking the Colts. They're playing better. Yeah. Colts are good. I'm taking James Taylor to actually score in that one too.
And not only that, but look, right now the line is only 2.5. I guarantee you, come Monday night, that's going to be at least 3.5. So get this while it's on sale, kiddies.
Oh yeah, lock it in early, guys. Go ahead and take it because Pittsburgh ain't going nowhere.
$1.50 the Colts to win by a field goal. And
hell yeah!
Who'd you say is going to score a touchdown there?
Jonathan Taylor.
Might not let me bet on that yet. Oh wait, here it is. Yeah, but the line's not that good. It's only 63 cents to win.
Yeah, I think everybody knows he's going to score a touchdown.
Great. I'm just going to stay away from that just because it's not worth putting down $1 to win 63 cents. Not cool, Vegas. Not cool.
Not cool, man.
That's it, y'all. That was all the picks, all the money.
the bets.
Yeah, we laid down about half of our bankroll this week. We've been regularly building that bankroll week to week. We're kind of on a hot streak right now.
Good.
And I feel really good about the shit that we just placed down. So I think next week we'll be sitting pretty.
Oh yeah, we're already sitting pretty. We're in the playoffs. We're navigating the fields of fantasy, and we're betting on balls.
Damn right.
That's right.
All right, y'all. Well, Harold out. Tim, this has been good.